So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I draw Sam and Max Freelance Police, as well as trying to show you how to draw closer to the original style. I'm recording the audio on a different device from what I am recording the speed paint and me drawing. If everything goes right, I should have a live time drawing. If it doesn't, that's because my iPad hates me.
I recall the drunken, dangerous mom I had as a child. I've said too much.
I never really go with straight black when I'm sketching. I fluctuate between the 6B pencil and 8B pencil on Procreate. So a big difference between how to draw Sam closer to the canon style and how I draw him is when you look at the official reference things, Sam, his head shape, it's sort of triangular.
We broke hell.
I typically add a circle here, right? And that's vaguely his head shape. You have his nose, his mouth kind of goes out here, and that's like a general idea of his head shape, right? And then you have his hat and whatnot. That is closer to, I guess, more of the canon Sam. And then for his mouth, you kind of just figure it out. It kind of goes like this. The best way I can describe his actual lips is a tube, but you don't ever fully complete it. You just kind of put teeth.
Deer teeth for you, kid.
And there you go. So when his mouth is open, you actually do change where the words you change where this thing is to make his mouth look more open. I can't personally completely imitate the style unless I'm looking at a direct reference. Let me fix his mouth. This would be smaller. That's closer to the canon Sam. Their eyes are more like quotation marks, I guess. Not quotation marks, but you know what I'm saying. Their eyes are more like that. That's more of the canon-esque Sam. I don't draw like that. Boo! I hate you, Steve Purcell. Bad. No. Okay? That's not how I draw Sam. I give Sam a circle head. Why? Because it makes him look squishable.
Okay, and me? I want to bang! I wanna blow his brains out because I love him so much. That's me. That's how I draw myself, by the way. That's me, you guys, and I'm gonna blow him up. Okay.
This can only end in violence.
Back to how I actually draw Sam. Sam, I give him a circle head. I mark the muzzle out again with 2 circles. I personally like to give him a longer snout, right? You don't have to do that. Long snout Sam supremacy here, though, okay? See, look, and he's so cute, and then his head is a little round. And I give them little slit eyes. I fluctuate between giving Max's eyes where they're close together or if they're far apart, because Max is technically a prey animal, so his eyes would be farther apart, but it's also Max, so I think having his eyes close together would make more sense.
Can I poke his belly with a pencil and make it explode in a horrific shower of dough and anchovies?
Maybe later.
And I like to give Sam little hair because in his canon design he has 2 little things that come up here, but I like to give him a little right there. And I fluctuate between having his ears go out like that or have them be... I love adding the 3 little lines right there. I don't know what they mean. I love doing it. And then for his hat,
It really depends on what you're going for. I love big, goofy, cartoony head.
I just think it's silly. I typically don't draw Sam's ears until the end, and that's because I draw him
Big square.
He has big paws because Sam is a big man. He eats a lot, just like me. And that's another key part about Sam, is that, like, he does have, like, a double chin. He is a chunky monkey, and I love him for it. Bro is literally me. That's how I like to draw Sam. I like to make him look stupid, okay? That's the goal I am going for when I am drawing Sam. Make him look stupid, fluffy, and very flammable.
Do you find my warmth alarming, Sam?
That is what you want when you are drawing Sam. He needs to look like I can strangle him, okay? Guys, I promise I'm not Max. I'm very violent when it comes to my sillies. And then Sam has shoulder pads, so I like to accentuate those when I draw him. Another thing you need to remember is his blazer. I, again, like making it long. I don't think in the canon his lapels are very big. I just like to draw them very big. And then his tie, once again, the bigger you can go, the better. That's how I feel about these things. The bigger, the better.
Wonder if it will enlarge anything else.
No, Max, no.
Big tie, very silly, chunky man, chunky monkey, I love him. Okay? And that's how I draw Sam, you guys. This is so chaotic. I'm so sorry. And right, ooh, bad. That's ugly canon Sam. I'm kidding. I would never say that about Sam.
Wanna touch my unicorn?
Let me stop recording for a second. You'll see silly images, I guess. I'm just inserting a photo, and I have like a bajillion selfies of myself. And I don't want you to see them. Look, I am hot as fuck, but you don't need to see it. Okay, here we go. I've got another Sam in there. Let's put the photo. Yay. Another important thing about Sam is, while yes, you don't normally see him drawn front face, it does happen occasionally. I probably should have pulled from Devil's Playhouse for this, if I'm being honest, because it's a really good example. Editing me here, I use Noir Sam because he's fine. But in retrospect, Noir Sam wasn't really a good example of what I was talking about, so here are some screenshots or pictures from the comics of front-facing Sam, where you can clearly see that his neck, and it stands out in comparison to his mouth. You see what I'm talking about? Ugh, Sam's so fine, you guys. But you'll notice that his chin is really obvious. Like, it goes down and out. Once again, I'm trying to draw some things in the more original Sam & Max style, because, I guess some of you probably want that.
Don't make me send Max over there.
I've got a rubber chicken, and I'm not afraid to use it.
When Sam is more so front-facing, remember to add the bottom of his muzzle? I don't know if that's the right word, but remember this thing, okay? He doesn't look like this. You don't give him his thing, right? Because now he looks silly. What the fuck is that? That is not Sam. That is that's Ma'am or Snaz, whatever, the thing on Tumblr. That's this thing. Oh no, that's scary. Wait, he has a small nose. Ah, oh no, scary, bad. Don't do that, okay? You want to make sure to give him his... You want to make sure that if you are drawing him closer to the actual style, you want to make sure to remember to... While yes, it is funny triangle shaped, you need to remember to give him the bottom of his mouth and give him his cheeks, because bro is cheeked up in more ways than one. So just kind of try to remember those things. I'm not that good at drawing his like full body in the actual style, because once again I prefer to make him look squishier. But, you know, that's an option if you're trying to go for more of the actual style. Just remember to, like, make his face long. I don't do that, as I've said before. Circle. Big square. Big body. I like to try to keep Sam and Max's heads around the same size. You don't have to do the Loomis method thing. That's just what I do. I don't even know if it's still called the Loomis method, because it's an interpretation of what that is.
Aren't nothing, ma'am.
What?
Oh, never mind.
See, Max, when his eyes are farther apart, he looks more like empty-headed, which I think can really add to the Max vibe if that's what you're going for. But I like to have his eyes close together, because I think it looks silly. Again, not necessary, I just like giving him the stupid rabbit teeth. Closer to the Canon Sam, his head is really round. Me, no, I don't like to do that. I like to point out his cheeks, because I think it's cute.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Another thing is, don't be afraid to just draw stickmen, because that is quite literally how I start almost all of my drawings, is with stick people.
Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks thy seasick, weary bark. Here's to my love. O true apothecary, thy drugs are quick, thus with a kiss I die.
Hey, guess what? I'm not really dead. Ooh, awkward.
Again, I like to draw Sam Chunky Monkey style. You don't have to do that, it's just personally how I do it. Another key thing about Sam and Max is their fucking kneecaps. Always draw elbows and knees if you can. When I draw my hands, I typically do them like this. I'll start with either a square and then draw the fingers, or I'll start with a circle and then map out where the fingers are supposed to go. It's not necessary, of course, that's just how I do things, because for me, getting my idea out as quick as possible is what is important. So if I can vaguely display the shape of something with a couple lines, then that's what we're gonna do, because we want to get our ideas to paper as fast as possible. That comes important. It's really necessary when you're doing like comic sketches and things, because the quicker you can get something out, the quicker you can actually finish something. If you guys want a dedicated Max tutorial, I can do that as well. I just like Sam, so I did him first. As I mentioned, shoulder pads. Give shoulder pads.
I was battering this purse snatcher with a broken parking meter and screaming, "Die! Why won't you die?" And Sam said, "You crack me up, little buddy."
The point being?
I crack Sam up.
And then, again, I like to draw really big lapels. I like to have them coming out.
I never knew you felt this way, Sam.
Sam wears pants, so that's important to remember. And he has a seam that goes down his pants. So remember to draw that. I probably forget to a lot of the times, but yeah, he has a seam that goes down his pants. It's not on his arms, I don't believe, but he does have an extra, that's where, yeah, no, it's a button up, because you see the sleeve here, and then he has two little golden things. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, that is how to draw stupid things. I probably like totally lost control of my voice halfway through this at some point. So if I ever sound like a girl at any point in any of this, disregard that and don't comment about it. Okay. I'm insecure about my voice. If you like my art, I have commissions. So pay me. Okay, bye. Except it's not really goodbye, because I'm here to thank the people of Tumblr who were like, yes, please make this video. So I made this video because they were like, I want to see how you draw semi-max. So I did. Yeah, commissions, that is a pretty big thing. Seriously, I need money. I need money, guys. Okay, I think that's bye for real now. If you guys want any other how to draw things, I guess I can do that. I really don't know where this is going. Okay. Stay fresh.